Hello, my name is Hasan Sorrells, and this is Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast, Shorts. There's no co-host on these Shorts episodes. These are now around 6 to 8 minute long observations, ideas, thoughts, or rants about the literature, the psychology, the philosophy, and yes, even the theology of leadership. Because listening to me rant and rave for now around 6 to 8 minutes is still better than reading and trying to understand yet another business book. Even while you're listening to me rant and rave, as I watch a chipmunk with a nut in its mouth run across an open parking lot. Dear graduates of high school and college, in June, in the year of, well, whenever you might happen to be listening to this. Many of you have been unfortunately fooled or ill-informed about the crisis moment we are facing in the West, historically, psychologically, and morally speaking, right now. A historical moment of monumental importance. A moment that, at its core, creates a problem that you, as graduates of high school and college, are eminently qualified and poised to solve, but not in the way you have been told that you will solve it. The biggest challenge your generation faces, some of the biggest challenges your generation faces, aren't the changes that you have been told about. They aren't changes in the climate of the earth or the fact of inequalities of income between people, or even solving for the venal nature of the talented, the entitled, the elite, and the silver spoon types in our Western society and culture. Tragically, because we have sin in the world, those things and those people will be with you until the end of your time here on earth, and they will not be eliminated, ameliorated, or even turned by human actions alone, human efforts alone, or human hands alone. The biggest challenge you face is acknowledging that human beings are sinful and that your entire existence, the one you're living right now, the one you're getting ready to embark upon, is actually designed to be the hands and feet of a transcendent God, determined to make meaning in a West deceived by the Luciferian lie of the meaninglessness of existence. That's your biggest challenge. Solve that one, and all the rest of them become manageable and descend to their proper place in the ever-expanding hierarchical order of being. Now, this isn't something that your parents may know how to articulate to you. Your peers on social media or in real life can't really express it either. Celebrities and politicians benefit from pushing the deceit that everything is okay except for quote-unquote climate change, and you can solve that one through your own efforts. The world system of finance and money wants you to believe the lie of solving for meaninglessness through acquisition and distraction because they can make money off your confusion and your myopia. But there have been too many generations that have passed to this point in the West which were full of people who gradually believed the lie of meaninglessness of existence. Part and parcel of that lie is the idea that meaninglessness is irrelevant. The vacuum you feel is not worth even addressing, or even worse, can be solved by throwing your time and energy at solving problems that are part and parcel of the human condition. The hour is late. And if you're wondering what you can do to preserve meaning in your own life and how you can even start to solve some of these larger problems or just the small ones that are apparent in your own life, and what you could do to provide meaning to your life, and how you can serve as an example to others, well, I've come up with about 10 things I think that you can do. Things that are simple, but not easy, just like most good things that preserve a society and culture truly are. Number one, get to church. Preferably a Bible-believing rock rib church if you can find it. If you cannot find that church, then go build one. Number 2, get married and stay married for the rest of your life. Look, this one is probably going to be even harder than getting to church, but you're going to need to master this one, because when real evil and real problems come along, you're going to need another person to lean on. Number 3, get a job. It doesn't matter what kind of job it is. It doesn't matter if it's digging ditches or being a carpenter or pushing paper. It doesn't matter if it's a side hustle or a main gig. Just pick something. And it doesn't even matter if it's going to give you meaning for the rest of your life. Just pick something and do it well. Number 4, get children. More than 2, but fewer than 5. You have been told that children are actually a bane on the existence of the world, and that is a lie. More kids equals more future innovation and the potential to solve human problems for all of humanity. Number 5, get elected. Your local community is the best place to make changes. Volunteer for something or run for office. People are desperate to have somebody show up with a good attitude and just put their hands to work without complaint. Don't wait for the right time. There never will be one. Number 6, get friends. And get them in real life. Get off the computer. Get out of the social media and the internet. None of your TikTok followers or your Instagram Reels viewers are going to show up at your funeral. Number 7, get building. Get building a house, get building a family, get building a business, get building a community. Write a book, write a poem, make a YouTube video, make a movie. Make something, get building. Build real things first in the real world with real people. The internet will always be here. Number 8, get responsible. Be the person who other people can turn to in times of trouble. If you can't be that person, then at least attempt to be the person who supports the person who is the one that people turn to in times of trouble. Number 9, get rid of all of your dysfunctional thinking. Your dysfunctional, internally focused, myopic thinking and feeling is a luxury dead weight that will only serve to drag you down. And it won't give you identity, and it won't give you meaning. That's a lie straight from the pit of hell. Get better, number 10, at one skill every day. Emotional, psychological, material, whatever. Get better at one skill every day. Take some time and grow every day. Read a difficult book. Write a difficult sentence. Have a difficult conversation. Do something that's hard that you do not think you will succeed at, and do something like that every day. These 10 things are all things that you can do that provide the deep concrete, that allow you to pour the deep concrete of a life of meaning. Graduates of high school and college, you are part of a generation that could save the West if enough of you individually looked to grow meaning in these 10 areas and then began to combine collectively. No one is coming to save you, and no one is coming to save the West. You must work all of these 10 areas out in your life with fear and with trembling. And if you don't have the courage to start now, you never will. And then the door will close on all the gifts, the abundance, and the benefits that have accrued to your generation and all the generations that will come after you in the West. And those gifts will be taken away from you, probably violently. And you'll have no one to blame but yourselves. Now, I've said what I need to say. Let's get after it. And that's it for me.